Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I invite my friend Bea. She was doing her co-op at RSM, which is one of the biggest accounting firm around the world. And today I invite her to share her experience with us and to talk more about accounting in general, if you guys are interested in accounting career. So thanks Bea. Can you please briefly introduce yourself for us?
So yeah, I'm Bea. I came from the Philippines and I'm also here in Canada right now with Andy for my MBA. I am an accountant, so I'm working at an accounting firm for my co-ops. And for my MBA, I'm specializing in finance. That's all.
Nice. Yeah. Can you please introduce RSM a little bit more for us as well?
Yeah, so RSM is one of the top auditing firms in the world, but they specialize in mid-market companies, and their goal is to be a leading advisor for mid-market companies.
Yeah. So I know you was accountant.
Yeah.
And you are going to be accountant again in the future. Why are you interested in accounting?
I'm not initially when I was in my undergrad. I wasn't really interested in accounting. It was my parents who were interested in it for me.
Same here.
Yeah. But well, as time went by, I took the board exam. I became a CPA, and I realized that it's a practical path, especially right now. Like the economy is up and then down and up and down.
Yeah.
And accounting is like essential for every business. So I took interest in it out of practicality, I think. And it's actually really fun if you get into it. I know not a lot of people think of that.
Yeah, and like one of my friends, she's really like accounting as well. So I think it depends on people. And accounting is kind of like fundamental skills for any accounting, like finance related investment jobs. Okay, yeah. So can you please introduce your day-to-day looks like at RSM first?
Yeah, sure. So as an intern, you get assigned to a specific department or a team. The companies that we're auditing use blockchain. My day-to-day starts with like checkups with my senior, what I would do during the day. So we're auditing companies, right? So I would give updates about my procedures and also ask the questions that I want to ask. And it's also more of learning about the company's process.
Yeah.
Because when I'm auditing, I come across a lot of things that are new to me. I'm not familiar with this because it's a new industry. So I have to keep on taking notes, researching, and then just tying up all the numbers together, making sure that everything looks reasonable.
Yeah. So one thing good for auditing is that you have to know the business, know the industry.
Yeah.
So it's a good way for you to learn.
It is.
Yeah. So can you please introduce like some of the necessary skills if people want to apply for a job in accounting?
I think the good thing about RSM is that there's always opportunity to learn and to grow. That's the thing that I'm looking for most in a job. And when I got into RSM, since they're not really catering to the biggest companies, but mid-market companies, they have a lot more needs, or like you have to study more. If you're going to work at RSM or any accounting job, for instance, you have to be willing to learn about a company, their processes. You have to also be able to communicate with your seniors, your managers, and most importantly, your clients. Like maintain that rapport with them. I think the most important is analytical.
Yeah.
So it's problem solving every day. And one thing that people think about auditing is that you just copy the past year's procedures. And I admit I did that at first, like my first year working as an auditor. But as time goes by, it's like there's joy in really understanding what you're doing.
Is there any interview questions, if you remember, like you can share with us with your turn in RSM?
Yeah, the behavioral questions. I was prepared for it because of our school. We were asked to do like, I forgot what's the name, like a book, like list all the possible playbook. Yeah. Like list all the possible behavioral questions. So I was ready for it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I remember one question was name one instance where you had like a conflict at the workplace and how you resolved it. Also, one behavioral question about goals, and it was with supervisors and managers, so it was really professional but conversational, so it's not something to worry about. So it's okay.
So for people who don't know playbook, it's kind of like you summarize some cases for your previous experiences, and you can use, for example, one experience you have two different behavior questions. So for example, if you have one teamwork experience, you can use this for questions like how you have a good teamwork with people, or how you lead the team, something like that. Is there any technical questions like you can share with us for any accounting job interviews?
For RSM, there were none.
Okay.
Because I know that they looked at my resume and they know that I have like auditing experience. Yeah. For one company, since I was applying for a tax position there, so they wanted to know more. So after the behavioral questions, I was given like 30 minutes to do an Excel test, and the Excel test, very basic those. Okay. So most probably journal entries and some questions about basic accounting. I expected it to be about tax, but it wasn't.
Accounting, okay. Cool. So what's the recruitment process for you? Do you just apply online and get how many rounds interviews?
The first one was with a recruiter. Yeah. And then the second one was with the managers and supervisors, and that's it.
Okay. So recruiter will be like through phone or Zoom?
They have WebEx.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of Zoom. Okay.
Yeah.
How long it takes?
With the recruiter, pretty quick, like around 20 minutes, I think. With the managers, also not that long, around 30 minutes.
Sure. Okay. So can you please share something you like about your experience there at RSM?
Everything, although audit is not new to me, the field is new. So blockchain, I'm not really interested in it when I went in, but I found myself, really wanting to learn more, because initially I thought it was just crypto. Yeah. But I never knew that it was really more about industries, like how you can use it in different industries. And I think it's interesting to me because it's new. Like you're going to be a part of something that's still growing.
Yes.
So everything at RSM is like that, actually, because when you're working with mid-market companies, they're still trying to scale. So you're being part of that process where the companies are growing and you're helping them do that. Yeah. So I feel like my work has meaning.
Yes, it's important.
Yeah.
So do you have any suggestions for students who want to apply any jobs in RSM?
I feel like they know if you really want it or not. Okay. And they really assess your fit.
About culture or?
Yeah, culture. Because RSM, they value community. Like there's always going out with workmates and like office parties, office lunches. So they value that community, and
I hope you can be one of them, right?
Yeah, like you're one of us, and they will listen to what you're looking for. So for example, when I went to the interview, they asked me, what do you want? I told them I want to be part of something where I can grow. The next thing that I knew, I was put in an industry that I don't know about. So that's where I understood, they know what I want, and they put me here.
Nice. Yeah, so they know you want to grow.
They're really gonna try to assess your fit for the company. So if you want to apply with RSM, be certain about what you want.
Yeah, think about what you want after you get into the company.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so last question we have here. Briefly chat about if you have any recommendation for students who want to be accountant or interested in accounting for their field.
Accounting is very routinary, but that's not a bad thing. That's the beauty in it. As long as you know the theories, as long as you know the foundation of accounting, you're good. My advice would be to study. There's nothing else to do but study. Yeah. If you want to be an accountant, it's all studying and sacrificing time to be with your family, to be with your friends. Like, be prepared to sacrifice, but it will be worth it because you get a good job and you learn and maybe find an industry that you're interested in, because accounting is not just like, okay, I'm an accountant. If you become an auditor, it's like, I'm an auditor for this industry, and you're an expert in this industry because you have to know their processes. So it doesn't just stop at being like a bookkeeper or an accountant per se. There's more to that.
Yeah, that's it for today's interview. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So we're looking forward to see you again next time if there's anything happened changed for your career.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. See you guys next time. Bye.